Hello, everyone. What's going on? Chris Vega here, the SerpentX Tech. Not my normal bourgeois, I guess you could say. I'm not even sure if that's the correct word, but I'm just playing around with some Diablo 4. I'm working as usual, as many of the people with the channel are familiar with. While, well, most of my heavy lifting has been done. Just need to monitor, maintain, make sure all systems are up and running while playing Diablo 4. Now, I've been kicked out twice on this thing. It's beta testing, and unfortunately, when you get kicked out, you get put to the back of the queue again. So just FYI. But if you go to Diablo 4 and you, I believe, pre-ordered, you should be able to have a drop-down, choose beta, install. It is over 80 gigabytes of storage space. That's a lot for, you know, the average gaming rig and stuff like that. I believe open beta is next week for everybody to join in. That starts on the 22nd, 12 Eastern Standard Time, and ends on the 26th. From my understanding, I could be completely wrong about that, but yes. So yeah, been kicked out multiple times. On behalf of Diablo 4 development team, welcome to the final beta test. It's not the alpha or anything like that. This is your opportunity to combat the might of the burning hells prior to June 6th release. In this beta, you'll be able to explore the Fractured Peaks area of the Sanctuary and experience the campaign up to level 25. There's not a lot of experience here. Yet the beta represents only a small piece of Diablo, and I can understand that because not all characters are available. If you caught me on Twitch, we could choose like the Rogue, the Spellcaster, but we couldn't choose like the Barbarian and stuff like that. But anyways, I got kicked out. I'm now back in. Let's see where it puts me. Because there's been a lot of queuing. Just tell you that right now. There's been a lot of queuing going on. So like it's gonna take a minute for you to show up.
I should find better shelter before I freeze.
So I wanted the cutscene in my Twitch stream, but I lost that. So let's see what we got here. Everything seems locked. So left click only. We got our energy on the right. This is a rogue. We got our life on the left. Evade, use to move. So space to evade, or I guess move quickly out of danger. Q for health pots. Same old, same old. All right, let's see what happens. Looks pretty good, honestly. Looks really good. Let's see if opening up Radeon software doesn't brick anything, because I was using this to stream to Twitch, but it didn't like it. So what I really care about is the FPS counter. That's the primary thing that I really care about. Alright, so we're running at 144. This is what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about. So we're back in the queue because the game crashed. Now I wonder if you know, the Radeon you know, drivers, maybe a number of things that it could be that's causing me issues. I could try to update to the March driver, see if that kind of stabilizes things, but you're going to, because this is the final beta, you're going to still experience issues. So that's 3 crashes in less than, well, technically overall gameplay 20 minutes, but 2.5 hours because I'm in queue, right? I was in queue from 11 a.m. Or not, excuse me, 12 when it released at our time, till about 1 something, almost 2 o'clock. Got in, crashed. Got in again, crashed. And then here we are again. So constantly going to be requeuing. And unfortunately, even though you may hit the game and relaunch it as soon as possible, it won't put you back in the same spot. So you're locked out. So I think honestly the best thing for me to do is, instead of getting in queue now, I'm probably going to update the drivers to the latest and greatest from AMD. and see if that brings a little bit more stability, right? Because the drivers that we're on now are from February, I want to say. Yeah, so February 17, 2023, while the latest release was March 7th, 2023. Now, I'm not sure if that driver update was specifically for, let's see here, drivers, specifically for like the pre-release of the 7900 XTX. Because it's not a bad GPU. Let's see, specifications. No, that's not specifications. I want details about this. Why don't you give me details? Release notes. There you are. All right, so let's see here. Halo Infinite, Wulong, Final Destiny. Nothing regarding Diablo. So I don't think this will help us. Maybe, you know, during... Why can I control Epic? All right, anyways. Maybe during the June 6th release, there would be some... like better driver or like dedicated like this driver specifically for Diablo 4, but right now you know, you're going to experience multiple crashes, resetting you in queue. Besides a few cutscenes which played and looked very well, I haven't really got much game time because I spent more time in the damn queue than I spent actually on the game. Obviously, there's a lot of people that are wanting to play this with the early access and stuff like that, or the last minute early access, the final stage, so we'll see. But you know, maybe it doesn't like OBS in this game. Maybe it doesn't like, you know, because I'm at stock clocks, nothing special, right? Stock clock, stock everything, no crazy power limit or anything like that. Power draw peaked out at 390? No, 404. Power draw of this GPU peaked out at 404. Nothing too crazy, all within reason, all well within the capabilities of this GPU. So Ryzen 5900X, Crucial Ballistics RGB memory, 4400 megahertz speeds. I actually have that detuned or downclock. RX 7900 XTX, and I've experienced more crashes in 20 minutes of gameplay than any other beta game that I've tested out. But I know it released for like PlayStation and other consoles. Maybe it's more optimized for those platforms, and this is like the final tweaking for the PC platform, but we'll have to wait and see. Obviously, some people have been able to play just fine. Everybody's hardware is going to be a little bit different, and obviously different challenges whatsoever. Rud Puts, thank you for being a member of the channel for 1 month and being a techie. This is just a quick little live stream showing you what I've been dealing with. I'm probably going to try to go live again before the wife comes home. But by the time I get in, it's probably going to be 4 o'clock, wrap up work, and then, you know, the wife will be home, spend some time with her and stuff like that. But I'm going to be playing the game. I'll be on battle.net. For some of you that have my battle.net.id, we should hang out. Sending you and a little one out Apex. Thank you, Retro Mike Crypto. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I look forward to getting it. New England Crypto, thank you for all your assistance and help most recently. And is that Joe Quinn? Joe Quinn Ishmael? Thank you. Yeah, we'll see. Wait for the fully open beta to come about. I think this is just early access, final stage of beta before the full-blown one, so we'll see. And also, I read, for at least Diablo Immortal, I read in multiple forums people experiencing issues with the Radeon utility, right? So the overlay you're seeing right now has been a problem for Diablo Immortal. Does that carry over into Diablo 4? I am not sure. But I obviously turned it on, then we crashed. So let's go ahead and turn that off. I just wanted to see what the FPS was. We were getting around, you know, 144, 142, but I can't say that's going to be consistently what's going to happen. So we'll see. Overlay, turn off. All right. There we go. So overlay is off. Retro Mike, thank you for the $5 donation. Appreciate it. That's cool. I like the little, what would you call that? SNES controller? Is that an SNES controller? I don't know. I guess it's representative of anything Nintendo. Definitely not PlayStation. So yeah, don't sit here and watch the entire stream. I'm gonna be waiting in queue for 37 minutes. Once I get back into the game, I might bring you guys live again, but I'm gonna try playing a little bit without OBS, because maybe OBS is the reason why we're crashing. So I need to kind of fine tune, see what's going on. You know, it could be drivers, it could be OBS, it could be the AMD overlay, it could be a number of things. But you know, this is what you expect when you play a game that's in beta. There's going to be issues, there's going to be problems, there might be some hardware conflicts, software conflicts, so on and so forth. Just know that if you yourself are planning to get into this or play this today, with the final beta revision going on right now, that you may experience issues, get kicked out, and then have to get back into the queue, thus making you wait a while. Obviously, it's an average time right now of about 40-45 minutes, so it's going to take a bit. But as long as you have that expectation in your mind and expect it to crash and have to wait back in queue again and doesn't upset you, then go for it. But if that does upset you, then just wait till next week where the open beta will be more available. We'll see how things go. It just sucks that every time I go live, whether it's through the Radeon utility or through OBS, a few minutes of gameplay and the game crashes on me. So maybe the GPU doesn't like doing too much, which it can play other games and stream just fine. So I'm not sure what the difference is, but that's a problem for me to figure out, which I will do, and we'll see. But how is as we get ready to get the heck up out of here, how's everybody doing? As you can see, I'm just chilling nonchalantly. Been working and trying to play around with this. Nothing special going on here. I did release a video earlier today regarding getting my youngest involved in mining cryptocurrency with a Grin miner or a iPolo G1 Mini. Thank you for the few of you that watched that and hit the like button on that one. But I think it's very important. I see a lot of the new generation, you know, New England, his family, Red Panda and his family, you know, Chump Change, his family, Rondi, his family, like a lot of the next generations, right? My children are a lot older than theirs, but, you know, the next generation getting involved into crypto, right? So he's going to be responsible for managing that particular miner, keeping an eye on it with the app or the web browser, making sure it's submitting, make sure that it's hashing, stack that Grin up, and then use that at a later date and time. He doesn't know that though, but we're trying to basically develop savings. Now it doesn't make much per day, right? You know, 26 cents ain't much, but you know, it gets the wheels turning, right? It's an entryway, and mining for me has always been a kind of a gateway into the rest of the crypto community, right? That's crypto mining, learning about it at LAN parties, participating, using laptops in the early days of crypto, while borrowing, you know, nanny's or grandma's Wi-Fi in the next house over to mine cryptocurrency is what really got us into it. A few of my friends, you know, went down a different path or different direction. I stayed with it, but there were some hurdles and some snaps in the way that obviously caused me not to be in a position to maintain that wealth, unfortunately. And that's just stupid decisions made on my part, because I'm a different person today than who I was. But that entry point, right? You know, going to LAN parties, bumping into friends. Hey, did you hear about Bitcoin? Did you hear about Litecoin? Did you hear about Furthercoin? Did you hear about... And you start to dabble, you start to research, and then you start getting more involved. And then you're like, okay, well, I could set up this, this, and this, and start hashing away. Or I could do this and start hashing away. And then, you know, keep on rocking and rolling. So it just leads you down that rabbit hole, which I tend to fall down many times. So the princess has birthday. Congrats. Wow, 10,000 Grin. Good job, New England Crypto. And your little one, Rudd, is 7 years old almost? Nice. Well, happy birthday to the princess. And good job, man. You know, raising a child is a blessing. It's got some hurdles, but it's definitely a blessing. And I respect and appreciate that. I don't think many of you know, I told Rondi about it, but I didn't get really the time to get that full background. But some of you know, unfortunately, so I had my daughter, which is what made me change my life, my habits, my vices, and really start focusing on, you know, furthering my education, being a man is, you know, in quotes, being a man, owning up, doing a responsible thing. But unfortunately, she passed away at the age of 3, due to, in my personal opinion, stupidity on the mother's part, stubbornness, stupidity, and lack of understanding, I guess. So that, you know, that was a hurdle that, not even a hurdle, it was a hole that I fell in, and had to climb out. Took many years, but you know, I'm blessed to be where I am today compared to where I could have been. So let's see here. I did the video swapping G1 fans out and the Molex connectors needed. If you want to silent it a bit and prep for the fan bearings, check out the description for the parts list. Will do, because that fan, it is a little bit noisy. And I was thinking about upgrading the fans. Now, for you, and your location, right? Because here in the States, you know, you could put a little warranty sticker on a screw and be like, if this warranty or this sticker is removed, blah, 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 void warranty. That doesn't mean crap to us here in the United States. You know, we have certain protections in place, right, to repair stuff like that. Maybe not on everything like John Deere and stuff, but mostly the electronics that we utilize. So that sticker that's on that G1 Mini, you know, means nothing. I can, you know, tear it down, do whatever I want, and technically they should be able to, or should honor their warranty repair. Bojangles, thank you, I appreciate it. It was definitely a tough point in my life, but you know, sometimes you got to hit rock bottom to know how far, well, where the fucking ground is. there's nowhere to go but up after that. So yeah, crazy. I lived a crazy life. Let's just say that. I'm not done living, but I lived a crazy, youthful life, dabbling into things that I probably shouldn't have dabbled in. But you live and you learn. So yeah, 27 minutes before I'm back in queue. There's no wait. I'm going to keep the stream going just for the next 27 minutes. I might just test and tune on my own. I just wanted you guys to be aware of the issues I'm experiencing. And then obviously, if you're not having issues, share that with the community. Let's go see where people are posting stuff. I'm sure there's probably a Reddit post out there somewhere. Let's go find out. What's a good place to post your Diablo 4 adventures? Let's see here. Our games, our Diablo 4. When was this created? So this has 14K, 59K followers, 14.3K. Current beta issues. All right, here we go. Graphical issues with specific cutscene. The player triggers the spoiler introduction cutscene while the world is in daylight, and the player and spoiler shadows will shimmer in the game until the prologue is over. Issue is not will occur if the player skips the cutscene. Okay, so it won't occur if you skip this cutscene. In-game voice chat prompts, don't care. Performance optimizations are still in progress. Players may encounter some performance issues, particularly with older hardware across different platforms. So I don't have older hardware, but I'm definitely experiencing multiple crashes. Play tab not working. Queues. Users may experience queuing when logging in Diablo 4 during early access weekend. Please note the countdown may finish and go beyond the duration listed on the queue timer. Do not leave the queue as this will restart it. So, but I wish, like in World of Warcraft, we could actually, you know, if we get kicked off, whatever, server crashes or something like that, or our system crashes, if we got back into the game quick enough, we could maintain our spot or get right back in. Unfortunately, with Diablo 4, it's not doing that. As soon as it crashes, you're reset in the queue, period. There's no getting back to where you were. Let's see what else is there. Localization. Our beta is a work in progress. It doesn't include the fully voiced languages. Okay, that's cool. Players will be able to select from a wide variety of work in progress text language. options beyond English. Yep, I saw that at the beginning during the setup. Players may experience issues joining games with a pre-existing hero while playing couch co-op during the prologue. All right, so really it's just crashing. And why is it crashing? Again, driver, it could be a driver. It could be it doesn't like OBS recording the same time the game's going. It could be I have the Radeon overlay open, which seemed to be a bug or cause issues with Diablo Immortal that may have carried over to Diablo 4. It's not thermals. I don't know what it'd be. It could be a number of things. But it seems that Diablo 4 has a Reddit if you want to post your findings there or anything going on. Matter of fact, I should have screen capped some of the errors I was getting, but I may update the drivers and restart the queue, which means I won't be able to get back in until I'm off work, which means my wife will be home by then, which means I can't live stream, unfortunately. But just know it's out. Open beta next week from the 22nd to the 26th. Early access beta is live right now if you want to jump in there and enjoy it. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. I don't think there's any questions or anything like that. Retro Mike says, I contacted iPolo and they wouldn't even sell me fans. They said that it would be too expensive to ship. But you found the right fans for that iPolo G1 Mini, or better fans. You know, I wonder if we could, you know, fit some Noctua fans in there for a little bit of quiet, and then just adapt the power to whatever is required. I haven't looked at your video, but I'm certainly going to look into it, Retro Mike, so I appreciate it. As well as the $5 you provided earlier, and whatever you might send the family in the future. But if you have no questions, guys, I'm going to get out of here. As long as you guys know there's still issues going on. I don't know why my modern day hardware will experience issues, but we all know that AMD drivers are not always the best compared to Nvidia. And that could be sometimes problematic depending on the game. But the 7900 XTX is a strong performer compared to the other options that are out there. So that's why I have an all AMD build basically right now. And I don't plan to upgrade because I don't game as much as I used to. You know, I would like to get to the 7000 series CPU wise. But the money there is just too damn expensive, so I'm not going to bother with it. Tried Noctua, definitely quiet, but didn't like the cooling. Okay. Retro Mike, thank you for that answer. We'll see how it goes. Alright, so you guys are all good. You have yourself a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by for this quick live stream. We've been live for about 19 minutes, 20 minutes. Unfortunately, I wanted to show you some gameplay, but it crashed as soon as we tried to do some gameplay. And here we are. Stay tuned. Keep it on the channel. If I do go back live for Diablo 4 later tonight, this evening, as long as it doesn't conflict with any of our colleagues' YouTube streams, because we know a number of our friends and colleagues in the crypto space like to go live on the weeknights or weekends, and I don't want to mess that up. So I have respect for my fellow colleagues and try not to overlap them whatsoever. So I don't see anything. Yeah, I know Chump Change goes live Saturday. I know the DCA team goes live Friday night. But I will just check and then go live whenever. So you guys have yourself a great day. I don't have anybody to redirect you to, unfortunately. Nobody's live. Not unless you like Crypto Crow. But which I got to meet in person in Miami. He's pretty cool. He's all right. But yeah, Diablo 4. Pretty much sit in a queue all a good portion of your time, play for 2 seconds or maybe a couple minutes, crash, get back in queue. There's your life. So we'll see. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you hit the like button, even though this is not our traditional content that we feature on the channel. However, tech is in the name. Gaming and gaming tech is a part of that. Crypto isn't the only thing I do. It's just something that I'm very passionate about and make a lot of videos on. So you all take care. I'll catch you